crying little.
Yoga.
This is the CEO, Chichi, I believe her name is, and she has something to say because she was big mad at Jackie Aina. A lot of the shots were fired at Jackie Aina, but she basically put Alyssa Ashley and Nima Tang in the mix as well. But she stated, I personally stand firm on my take. Jackie Aina is not pro-black. She slept with a married man for years. She defrauded her loyalty base with a GoFundMe account, accused other black women of stealing from her with no proof. Yet the world says to stay silent. Now, it's very interesting that she brings this up now because this is a bit of information that she's held on to. And I find it very interesting that people like to release information like this after they are big mad and they have fell out with someone. They spill all the tea all over the place. But she was willing to work with a woman who she alleged slept with a married man for years. She was willing to be a black-owned brand that worked with a woman who is not pro-black, since that's important to her. And this woman has a brand, and this woman did not have a problem with working with someone who allegedly defrauded her loyal base with a GoFundMe account, and she did not have a problem with working with a woman who allegedly accused another black woman of stealing with no proof. I find that very interesting. And then she said, Jackie, you are not the voice for the people. Cut it out. If you want to stand for the people, then stand for the people. We are all human beings. Stop with the bullying within the black community. Have we not failed enough? Have we not been mocked enough? I find that very interesting that she was set up there and said, we're all human. There we go with the all human stuff. But she's crying and she's mad as if she's being bullied. She's not being bullied. Jackie, Aina, Alyssa Ashley, and Nima Tang did something that she didn't expect. They basically said they're not going to do a video on her products. They're not going to feature any of her products from her business, and they gave her the middle finger like she gave so many black influencers. And she decided to work with Nikki Tutorials and give her a code and give her PR, and she wanted to step up on black people's back so she can touch a little bit of that white gold. And then she goes on to bring up the situation with Rich Lives Matter, which I didn't know anything about. Apparently Jared de Blasio, who is the CEO for Too Faced, which Jackie has collaborated with, had a birthday cake with Rich Lives Matter on it. Now, that is disrespectful. I'm not someone who's going to cape for someone when they're in the wrong. I mean, I believe Jackie should have spoken up about that if she even knew about it. But since you're collaborating with that person and you have black people buying their product, this is something that's important, because that could make someone not want to support the brand, and they have every right to. And putting Rich Lives Matter on a cake after what Black Lives Matter stand for, it came about because innocent black people were being killed. They did not have weapons on them, and this was straight out murder. And that's why the hashtag Black Lives Matter came out in the first place, because of racism, discrimination, and the justice system and the police and the brutality that we experience. So to have someone like Jared de Blasio just put Rich Lives Matter on there as if that's cute, as if it's funny, as if it's, something to mock, it's disgusting. And Too Faced can go on that list with the quickness. I have a list. Dove is on that list. Juvia'S Place is on that list. Shea Moisture is on that list, and they have not gotten any money For me, Tarte is on that list, along with a lot of other brands. There's too many brands out here to keep supporting and pouring your money into somebody who disrespects you. And she said, what communities have you really impacted? Selectively being pro-black is not standing for your people. Still waiting on your explanation on Rich Lives Matter situation. Jackie Aina watched the abuse of her community with Rich Lives Matter tragic hiccup and said nothing. I could go on and on, but yet I stay silent and watch the abuse. Jackie, are you pro-black or no? Are you for the people or no? And it's funny that she brings this up after the fact that Jackie Aina said that she wasn't going to collaborate with her, because she would have been just fine, working with a woman who allegedly looked the other way when someone she collaborated with was mocking Black Lives Matter and what that stands for. To be honest, I would like to know why Jackie Aina didn't say anything about that, because of the other things that she has stood for and called out. But it seems like the pot calling the kettle black. But these are some more tweets. Show us your statement for Rich Lives Matter. Show us Black communities you have helped. Show us Black jobs you've created. Show us how you've contributed, but not your basic rants on social media. Rubbish. While I adore our customers, I cannot sit back and watch these bullies roam the streets of the internet without speaking. Bye. I cannot understand why on earth we have real children dying, people dying from poverty in Africa, your homeland, and in America. You choose to bully businesses and people online when you can use the same energy to make a difference with your huge platform. What a shame. Anyway, she has a huge platform, and that is Jackie Aina, that has to do with makeup. She does makeup. She talks about makeup. She's not talking about dying children in Africa and in America. If that's something personal she wants to contribute to, I'm all for that. And my question is, as a business, is a portion of your profits going to the dying children in Africa or in America to the children who are homeless and impoverished here in the Black community? Are you practicing what you preach? I would love to see where it says every 10 cents on the dollar, or however much it is going to the dying children and starving children in Africa, and also the homeless and the underserved in America, in the Black communities. And to me, it sounds like she was trying to say, you're from Africa. I am also from Africa. Why are you doing this? We're here to get this money. Oh, well, that we stepped up on a few African American back. It doesn't matter. She's more mad at Jackie Aina than she is with Alyssa Ashley and even Nima Tang. Nima Tang hasn't really came out and said anything, or ripped her apart, but she is big mad at Jackie Aina. And like I said, I believe it's because Jackie Aina is from Africa, and also she is from Africa, and Jackie Aina was not supposed to act in this way as if she cares about some fucking African Americans that we're stepping up on their back, getting that change from. That's how I personally took that. And then she goes on to say, call a spade a spade. Yes, JP should do better at addressing this issue 100%, but don't claim to be an activist and take on a role you can't handle behind closed doors in public. Auntie J is not an auntie in private. What happened to Rich Lives Matter, auntie? I will not be bullied. Drop the titles at the door. CEO this, founder that, president that, MBA this. I will not sit and stay quiet for what? Rubbish. And like I said, she's really going in on Jackie. Now, Twitter insisted she had to have been hacked, but this says, I will continue to scream it out loud. I did not get hacked. Fuck JP, fuck Jackie, and all the cowards don't speak out against this and social media abuse, using race as a weapon to bully people, even your kind is not acceptable. That last sentence, even your kind is not acceptable. She is firing shots at Jackie Aina specifically. Like I said, Jackie's from Africa, so is Chichi. She is African, and she is very mad because another woman from Africa is doing her like this, is, you know, refusing to work with her, and this is getting under her skin. And she went on to say that the praise that she gave to the racist Jeffree Star is old and stale news. She's trying to backtrack that, the attention away from her business, when she know this really kicked it off. And people wanted to know why the rant was focused on Aina and not Ashley, because Ashley is pissed and she says a lot of things, but this was Jackie's response. Personally, I would like an explanation of why Jackie did not say anything about Jared and that ridiculousness. It's nothing to call out fuckery when it's recognized. I mean, to put Rich Lives Matter on a cake, that is disgusting to me. And like I said, Two-Face can go on that list too. That's one thing. And I find it interesting that the person who's putting all this out, they had no business working with a person who had that character. But overall, what I'm getting from this is the fact that, you know, this is more of a culture thing. You know, basically Jackie's culture and Chi-Chi's culture, and she feels really betrayed by someone from her culture taking up for, you know, these Negroes who buy her stuff. I do know there's other African people who buy her, you know, products. I do understand that, but you know, Jackie lives over here in the United States, so I really think that she is very mad because she's firing shots at Jackie. Jackie is her target, and I believe because culture-wise, they both come from Africa, and for her to be throwing another African woman under the bus, there's an issue there. That answers the question of why she's going so hard at Jackie and not Alyssa Ashley. But I wanted to go back to these comments, and like I said, it's the same thing. They are basically saying, you know, Jeffree has apologized, so you Negroes need to get over it. It was in the past. It was years ago. I mean, they have a lot of nerve to sit up here and say this to us. Like, they think it's no thing to tell us to get over it. I don't understand why black businesses are so important. Like, who cares if the owner is black? Because there's very fucking few of us who own anything. Like, do you hear the mentality? This person here is saying we need to get over it. It happened in the past. Jesus Christ, why won't you let it go? A lot of people have racist past, but a lot of people change. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Just because a snake shed its skin doesn't mean it's not still a snake. And another person saying he was completely sincere. How the fuck can a white person tell a black person the sincerity on a racist remark? Like, what the hell is wrong with these type of people? Like, they are sitting up here like they have this thing that's in them, like they have to guide us to the answer that they feel is fucking right. Like, this is so disgusting. But I mean, this is who Juvia'S place wants to touch. This is who she wants to get in good with. And you know what? I wish her the best of luck on the other side of the fence, because personally, I'm done. You know, like I said, I was going to buy a lot of the products. I'm not anymore. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think. What do you think about the Rich Lives Matter situation with Jared de Blasio, who is the CEO of Too Faced, and Jackie Aina not speaking out on that? What do you think about that situation? What do you think about Chichi bringing that up now? And what do you think about Juvia'S place? Will you forgive and buy? Or has this company been placed on your permanent cancel list? And I will see you in the next one.